Hey, what's going on, American government class? Welcome back. It is Wednesday, hump day. We're halfway through the week after today. That's what I'm talking about. What do we got? We are Miss Faust class again, but better than home office because, it's more classroomy, if you will. Last class review. What did we do last class? We talked about the presidential line of succession. Very important. Some of you got all the way that you needed to get. Some of you got halfway there. Still, all in all, pretty decent job. But the great thing about the presidential list of succession is there's always somebody. And there's a lot of times that you'll see all of these people in the same place at one time. Or at least you think you will. There is something called a designated survivor, which is part of it, not part of it. It was a TV show that was created. I don't know if it's still going on. But a designated survivor is basically one of those people in that line. Somebody picks out whenever they're all supposed to be together, whether it's for a State of the Union address, maybe it's an inauguration, something where everybody's going to be there. One person gets picked aside and they don't get to be with them. Why? In case there's some sort of astronomical event that, I don't know, a hurricane or an earthquake and they all die, or if there's a terrorist attack and they all die, there's one person who's pulled out, one person who's pulled out. And in the event that all of that happens, the designated survivor becomes president. Hasn't happened, not in that type of way, not in the way the show portrays. There have certainly been presidents who have died where the vice president has taken over, but just a weird piece of American government knowledge. Some people don't get to go to all those events because they're pulled out with the possibility of being president. But if they're president, that means everybody else died. So it's going to be a rough go because you're probably about to go to war. And you were the Secretary of Housing and Development, and now you're the president. Whew. Talk about a promotion. All right, today, what do we got? We got a weird one. We have the beginning of a 4-day project. Now, I toyed with this. If we were in school, this would have been a no-brainer. It would have been a group project. You would have gotten in groups today with your friends, 3 or 4 of them, max. Well, minimum of 3, maximum of 6 people. It doesn't matter. Don't even know why I'm telling you that. And you would have gotten in a group where one of you would be running for president. The whole point of this group project is to give an idea of all the different people that take part in a campaign for president, or really for any type of office. There's usually a campaign, and there's usually all these people that take place in making that candidate successful. We are still going to do this group project with one slight hitch. It is now an individual project, and you will have a lot of work to do over the next 4 days. I'm going to tell you right now what I expect from you each of the 4 days because I know some of you are go-getters and are going to want to get it done all at once. I know some of you are more laid back and only are going to want to do an assignment when you have to, day by day. So first things first, there is a piece of paper that I sent you in your email this morning. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at that now and basically read through this election project. And then we'll meet back up here and I'll explain exactly what you guys have to do day by day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this should be one of the 2 documents that you received in your email. As it says, Presidential Election Project Task Sheet. Choose a group to work with. Minimum 3, maximum 6. Yep. No, we're not doing that because it's all you. So we're just going to delete that puppy. One person in each group? No. You are going to be everything. Normally, we would have one person in each group be the presidential candidate. This person is running for president and will deliver a 2 to 3 minute speech on the due date. If you dress up, you get bonus points. The entire team will collaborate in creating a profile of the candidate. See the profile sheet. These are 2 separate things. One is a speech. One is a profile that kind of describes the candidate. Guess what? You will be doing both individually. What else will you be doing? One person will be the campaign manager. This person will help facilitate, organize out-of-class meeting times, keep everyone on task, and assist in creating campaign materials. Well, guess who that's going to be? Correct, you. Not much you have to do with this one, though, because you are only in charge of yourself. One person will be the head speechwriter. He or she will write the speech for the candidate to deliver. Type it. Don't necessarily have to type it since we're not handing it in this year. Other staff will assist with this. Nope, it'll just be you. And the entire team, excuse me, should brainstorm ideas. That's true because the entire team is you. The candidate, who is you, may tweak the speech to suit his or her style. We will then have a public relations coordinator who, you guessed it, will be you. You will design 2 items to use on this campaign, a bumper sticker and a campaign poster, any size. Don't worry, I'll show you examples of these in a second. Try to come up with some good slogans. Other staff members must help with creating these, as everyone is accountable. Yep, that's all just you. Campaign materials must accurately reflect the information that your team included on the candidate's profile. Again, all you. Now I'm going to explain this in a little bit, but right here, for this due date, don't even write down a due date right now because we're going to take it day by day. The members of your group, well, that's going to be you, 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 and of course, you. Basically, what you're going to be doing is this whole thing, but once a day or once per class, you'll have one assignment. Some will be easier than others. Some will be a little bit harder. That's why I'm going to tell you all of them and when they're due today so that you're able to see the due dates and work ahead if you want. Now, the first thing that we will be doing today is the candidate profile. Now, what you're going to do here is simply fill this sheet out. Presidential candidate, you're going to put your name. You're going to choose what political party you are a part of. You can make it up. You can, if you think that you are a specific party, you can do that. You can be independent. You can be whatever you want. This is all for fun. One thing that you have to be when it comes to age, we're going to lie here because we know that to be president, you have to be the age of 35. That's right. Now, home state, you can put whatever you want, but it has to be somewhere here in America because you have to be a natural born citizen to be a presidential candidate, but pick whatever home state you want. Education? Shoot, make it up. Maybe you went to Harvard. Maybe you went to ASU. Woo! Maybe you went to somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe you went to GCU. Maybe you went to Glendale Community College. Maybe you went to Stanford, UCLA, University of Texas. I don't know. Make it up. Where do you want to go? Your current job? Again, make it up. Maybe you are an entrepreneur. Maybe you are the creator and CEO of Apple. Maybe you are a drive-through worker. Maybe you are a professional sports player. Make it up. Experience? We know that you should have some type of experience in government, so obviously make this up, I should say, but have fun with it. Maybe you're a former senator. Maybe you're a former governor. Maybe you are a current member of the House or a current senator. Maybe you were a military man or woman. Have some fun with the experience. What would make you a good candidate for president? And then finally, there are 4 issues that you need to address during this campaign. What are 4 issues that you feel strongly about? Now, in these 4 sections, you see there's room for you to write a lot because we're going to not just put down one word. Let's say you are very interested in addressing the death penalty and you don't think it should exist. You would put death penalty and then you would explain your views on it. I believe that the death penalty should be abolished. You're also going to want to use proper grammar and punctuation, the death penalty, and spell things correctly. My goodness, Mr. Westbaugh. Oh my gosh, there we go. And explain why. It is terrible because yada, yada, yada. You're going to fill this stuff in, all right? The next one, maybe you want, I don't know. We've talked about many different issues. Tell me the 4 issues that you want to talk about and how you feel about them. Now, these issues will later be represented in your speech that we talked about right here, the head speechwriter. But we'll get to that later. For today, you just have to fill out this candidate profile. Now, go ahead and meet me back at the board and I'll explain everything a little bit more in depth.
All right, y'all, so there you have it as far as what you're going to do today, the candidate profile. As you can see, under today's assignment, it says create your profile. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be doing, like I said, more in depth throughout this project. Day one, that's today, candidate profile. You're going to be working on that, all right? Who are you? Tell me all about you. Tell me about the issues you believe in. That is what's due today by the end of this class, okay? Or by the end of the day. Next class, you're going to be doing the bumper sticker. Now, a bumper sticker, you don't have to actually create one and have it sticky. It's going to be a little sheet of paper that you cut. I'll show you an example next class. But you're going to put usually your name, the name of your running mate. Maybe it's you and you're running with Justin Timberlake. So, for example, if it were me, my bumper sticker might say, Wekba Timberlake 2022. And then it would say, a better future for America, or something catchy like that. We'll take a look at specific catchphrases next class. Then, day 3, the class after next class, campaign poster. Now, in the past, we've done huge posters. You've probably seen them on my wall if you went to school here last year or if you've been into my room at all. Not going to do a huge poster this year because I can't even hang it up. We're just going to do a mini poster, which would be on a full sheet of paper. You're going to need some colored markers or pencils or crayons, and you're going to create a miniature-sized poster on a full sheet of paper. If you need any of that stuff, any materials, come by the school. I have some ready for you to take home. They will be here for you. Just let me know, and I will get them for you, okay? Then finally, day 4, a speech. Now, unfortunately, I can't have you give the speech in front of all this class and all the school and then have people vote for you. But I can have you type me up a speech that reflects you and your values and what you believe in and what you put on that candidate profile page. We will get to that on day 4. Just like on day 3, we'll talk more about the campaign poster. Next class Friday, we'll talk more about the bumper sticker. I'll show you examples each day of specifics, things from things from previous classes that students have done, and also some actual examples of bumper stickers, posters, and presidential speeches that have been given while people ran, or while candidates ran for presidency. So that is it for today. Candidate profile. It is pretty simple, okay? Like I said, if you want to get started on some of this stuff early, feel free, but it's not going to be due for a while. This is due today. This will be due at the end of next class, which I believe is Friday. That means this will be due at the end of Tuesday's class. This will be due at the end of Thursday's class. So really, it's a week and a half long project. But the only thing you have to worry about today is creating your profile. All right? Now, if you have any questions, shoot me an email. Let me know. If not, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you on Friday. Take care.